Hey guys, this is Ash. Today I wanted to show you or demonstrate a new plugin that I have been using extensively in my work. It's called Gullfoss. So, Gullfoss in a nutshell is a dynamic intelligent EQ. Listens to your incoming audio or signal and, does these crazy things under the hood, and it kind of balances out that signal. So, if there's lots of low mids in your incoming audio, it kind of takes care of that on its own. But anyways, I want to demonstrate on a piece that I wrote today. So I'll play that piece and we'll talk after. Anyways, this was part of that short piece that I wrote. Nothing spectacular, but I wanted to write something today to demonstrate and show you what this plugin is doing. So, mainly what this plugin has been helping me with actually is leaving all these mixing decisions to later and just getting me to start being creative. I want to listen to a sound that is close to an end mix. So let me show you on these strings. Hold on. All right, so that was the strings part. I'd say it's pretty balanced string section, right? All I did is I had Gullfoss on some of these instruments on the single tracks, and then I slapped it on the bus as well, and it's doing its thing under the hood. Part of me getting inspired is, just writing music, and when I'm writing music, I want to listen to those sections or that part as close as it would be for an end result. I don't want to be EQing and doing all these mixing work, while I'm writing the part. I just want to be creative, and to be honest, part of that is me listening to a good sound to start with. I'm not one of those guys that can visualize how it would sound at the end. I want it to sound what it would sound later, right now. So let's hear what it's doing on the strings specifically for now. So I will bypass the plugin and I'll put it on again. Alright, so you can hear a huge difference there from having lots of low mids and kind of muddy sound into a very clear sound. And, it's following the audio that it's being fed to it. It has these four options. It's very simple. So you've got tame. Tame is pretty much, carving out these dominant frequencies. And recover is pretty much the opposite. It's kind of recovering any of these frequencies that would have been masked by these dominant frequencies. And bias is pretty much going uh, telling the plugin to go more towards the taming or the recovering. And brightness is just that. It's brightening up the signal, maybe with a high shelf, I'd say. And boost is just boosting everything up all together. And then you have this pretty cool thing here. It's pretty much telling the plugin to kind of, not worry about this section. And the exact for the low end as well is like, don't touch this area. We're good, you know. And it has this other cool feature as well where you can, you know, zoom on one part and tell it not to handle this part as well. So it's working on the low end and it's working on the high end. All right, let's listen to some other parts. Let's take the brass, for example. I'm going to play the brass part. I will bypass the plugin and put it on again, just like we did with the strings, and hear what it's doing. You can hear a difference right away. There's always a huge mid-frequency buildup in orchestral music, and if you slap this on your bus or your instrument, it will take care of it. Uh, I'd say the difference between this and a dynamic EQ is if you have a dynamic EQ and you have, let's say, a bell curve on this part here, it's only handling that part. So it doesn't matter if the frequency is shifting towards the lower end or the high end. This plugin will follow that dominant frequency and always push it down. So if you have a shift and let's say you have a high part and all of a sudden your lows are lost, if you engage this recover in here, it will start boosting these lows to help always have a balanced sound. And a perfect example of what this plugin would do as well is on percussion, because that's where I mainly have issues mixing. You have your low percussion, your mid percussion, your high percussion, and to have a decent percussion sound, all of that needs to be leveled out. So this plugin does just that. And let's play the percussion and I'll bypass in and out. All right, so you can see it has handled all these low rumbles very efficiently. It gave me a balanced sound, and it was still very punchy. I would suggest one thing if you do get this plugin is use it cautiously because your ears might really enjoy these the brighter sound. If you push that tame really high, as in percentage wise, your ears might just get used to that and you end up with a very thin mix. So from experience now with this plugin, I'd say between 20 and 50% has been more than enough to give me a clear sound while maintaining that thick sound as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick review demonstration of this plugin. And if you have any other plugins that you might want me to review or libraries, just put them in the comments below. Thank you guys and have a great weekend. Bye.